good, YouTube, man? Y'all heard the intro. Just like my hairline, we're trying to bring the storyline back. So hope y'all enjoyed this one, man. This episode's dropping the day before Mother's Day, so we're gonna make this a Mother's Day special. I'm not sure why I use the quotation marks because it's definitively Mother's Day. It's just not really a day. It doesn't matter. Anywho, this episode is going to be an episode that is going to be near and dear to my heart because it involves something with my mother. So, we're going to talk about the day your man realized he was a rebel and stole the car. So, hope y'all enjoy it for real. Alright, man, so like I said, man, this episode is about the day that I stole my mother's car and did some shenanigans. Let me start off by saying I'm not a bad kid. It was just my mother was stricter than a slave master. I'm just saying that when I saw the episode of Roots where like he was getting whipped and they said Kunta Kinte, I thought that was a reenactment of my life personally. That's just me. But anywho, this story takes place when I was in high school. I was about, 17, 18 years old. I just got my license. And I was a late bloomer. Don't worry about it. I just got my license. And I was hungry. It was like a weekend or a weekday, something like that. I was super hungry. And of course, every parent's go-to phrase, there's food in the kitchen. You don't need to worry about going out. Da-da-da-da. So it was like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. And I'm like, damn, I'm so hungry. What am I going to do? So realizing that she goes to sleep mad early and that she's a deep sleeper, I did what any person who was in my situation would do. I decided to go venture out and go get some food. So I left my room, snuck into the kitchen. Not really snuck. I just gently walked in the kitchen without her knowing. I walked in the kitchen where she left the keys. I picked up her keys and I was about to go leave out the front door. As I was walking out the front door, I happened to notice that she was on the couch asleep. So I was like, damn. How am I gonna get away with this? I'm so gonna get caught. So then I thought, let me go out the back door. So I went back to the kitchen, or left the living room, went back to the kitchen, went downstairs, and I left out the back door, hopped over the fence, and ran around the front of my house to go inside the car. Now, I was so worried that she would hear the car actually turn over when I turned it on. So what I did, I grabbed the key, put the ignition, I turned it just so I could turn on, put the car in neutral, and slowly physically back the car up out of the driveway until I got to the street road. Once I got there, which mind you, it takes a lot of strength to push a car. I don't care if the car is in neutral or whatever. It still takes a lot of effort. And 17-year-old, 18-year-old JC just hit puberty. He just learned how to lift weights. It was not strong. It took a lot. Anywho, I got in the car. I was on the street. I was able to turn the car on. I drove off. Boom. I was making it. I was about to eat some food. So I had to think realistically what was close enough to my house where I could go grab food and not get caught. Because honestly, once I turned the car on, I wasn't sure if she was going to hear it or not. But at that point, I already made my decision. I already said my goodbyes to everybody I cared about. I was prepared to die. So I drove, and I guess Taco Bell was the closest thing by. So I was driving, made it to Taco Bell, got there, realized I didn't have my wallet, and I was like, damn it. What the hell am I gonna do? I can't go back home because if I go back home, she might be awake, and that's one terrible way for me to get killed over me not even getting some food. So fortunately, a habit I picked up from my my sister's mother, my mother, whatever, is there's always emergency cash somewhere in the car, either in the glove compartment or in the middle console or something. There's always emergency cash. So opened it, saw there was a 20, went inside, went to the drive-thru, bought my food from Taco Bell, got it, left. I was like, all right, man, now I gotta find a way to replenish this 20 before she figures out. But you know what? That's tomorrow's JC's problem. Today's JC's problem is eating this food and getting home before she finds out. So I was driving, I was going home. I can admit I really wasn't paying attention. I ran a stop sign. As soon as I ran it, I was like, damn it, this is where I'm gonna die. Right then, I saw a cop light come on. The police were right nearby and they saw me and they caught me. I was like, damn, what am I gonna do? So as I'm pulling over, man, I'm trying to think of my alibi, trying to think of my story. I know I don't have my license on me. And I'm like, damn it, I am dead. Because I'm driving without a license, which I thought literally meant you don't have a license. So the police officer, he pulls up, he goes to the car, he's rolling on the window. No, actually, no, he goes on this side of the car. His lights are shining, so I'm expecting him on this side. The person The nigga knocked on the window on this side, scared the holy crap out of me. I look over, this guy's like looking at black dude. So I was like kind of scared, but I was kind of all right. I was like, all right, man, he might beat me, but he ain't gonna like, kill me. He might just, mess me up a little bit. Anywho, I roll down the window. He says, you ran the stop sign, blase, blase. It is 2 o'clock in the morning. Where are you driving? Where are you coming from? Where are you going? I said, listen, officer, to be 100% honest with you, my mother's sick. She needed something to eat. I had to go get her some food, so I got some Taco Bell for her. He said, your mother. I said, yep. He said, so who's the name of this car? Said my mother's name. He checked it out and all this whole shebang bang. Oh, wait, before I forget, he actually asked for my license. Obviously, I didn't have it. So when I told him this whole story about the mother and all this other stuff, it really didn't make that much sense to him. I could see it in his eyes. I can see it in his eyes. He didn't believe me. Anywho, so he goes back, he checks out the information, he sees that it checks out, at least the name of the car is in the person that says it is. I tell him my name, and he looks up the person's name and sees that they match, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna let you off on a warning, but I'm gonna have to call your mother. I was like, well, you can't because, she's sick, so she can't answer right now. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. He said, then why are you getting food for her? I admit I really wasn't that good of a liar. I really didn't think about it. I didn't get good at lying until I was online, so I folded. I didn't know what to say. I was like, I don't know, officer. I don't know. So the officer, he follows me. He trails me from where he stops me at all the way to my house. Now, mind you, I stole the car. I don't want my mother to know I stole the car. So obviously, I can't even go through the front. So I pull up to my house. And instead of pulling up in the driveway, I parked in the grass. And I said, all right, officer, this is my house. He said, let me see you get in. So as I was about to go in, I was like, damn, man, I'm about to get screwed. I had the food in my hand. The officer's like, I gotta make sure that this is your house. So he gets out the car and says, oh, I have to go through the back entrance because that's how we always come in and out the house. So he was like, all right, cool, I'll wait right here. The officer really did wait. So I got out the car, I hop out, I run, I go in the backyard, and I'm like, I'm in the backyard right with the door and have my food. I'm like, damn, if Fran is awake and she sees this, I am dead. I will be murdered. She will kill me. But at least if she kills me, she'll get arrested afterwards. So it makes up. So I open up the back door, peek my head in, she's not in there. She's not in the back room, which I thought for some odd reason she'd be in like the little back room office area. She wasn't. I was so thankful. Go in the back room, hide all my food in the back office. Go through the kitchen, walk through. I see her peeping. She's still knocked out asleep. So I'm like, okay, cool. Might be able to finesse this. So I tiptoe right past her, open the door, peep my head out to the officer, wave at him, and he just waves back and he leaves. And like that was it. The officer was gone. So I close the door, lock up. Fran is still asleep. She doesn't know that she didn't know. She didn't wake up for any of this. I go back to the kitchen, drop off the keys, grab my food, and I ate it. And I was like, man, I got away with the biggest crime of a lifetime. Your boy got away with it for real. I was zooted. I thought that I was gonna be a kingpin after this episode. So I finished eating the food, and I guess what was this drink? Baja Blast. That's probably my favorite thing from Taco Bell. That's the 1 or 2 reasons why I go there, for the Cinnabon Delights and the Baja Blast. I finished eating my food. There's some of the Baja Blast left, but I didn't want to finish it because in the house all I had was some water and there was no Kool-Aid, and I didn't feel like making Kool-Aid 2 o'clock in the morning. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave this soda here. I throw away the trash and I put my soda in the refrigerator all the way in the back. I go to bed and it was a great night until the morning came. The morning I wake up to a JC, what is this in the kitchen? I was like, what? She didn't even say the word refrigerator or kitchen. She just mumbled something. And I was like, damn it, what the hell is she yelling at me about? She walks in, she says, JC, why is there Taco Bell in the refrigerator? I was like, what are you talking about? She said, there's Taco Bell in the refrigerator. How's it in there? I was like, damn, ho, how the hell do you recognize what the hell's in the refrigerator and what's not? God damn it, shit. So I lie, I'm like, oh yeah, I went to Taco Bell last night. Well, how'd you get there? Oh, what do you mean, I walked? You walked all the way to Taco Bell? I was like, yeah, it was a 30-minute walk. I had nothing else to do. You were obviously mad and asleep. So I decided to go walk, make some phone calls to my friends, ate, and come back. She said, okay. And she left at that. I was like, oh, thank God. And I just went back to sleep. A few minutes later, she comes back in with the bag. For some odd reason, this woman went through the damn trash to go look through it. She grabs out the receipt and says, it says that you left at this time. Well, and you bought something with cash. I know you didn't take the cash from the car. I was like, oh my God. this woman is about to catch me in this damn lie. I was like, damn it, she's about to kill me. I said, well, you know what, at least she'll catch me on the lie about the money, not about me taking her car. So I was like, oh yeah, you know what, man, honestly, what happened, I forgot my card. She said, oh yeah, I bet, da da da. So I fessed up about taking the money from the car, but I ended up I told her I'll pay it back. And she asked me if I stole the car, if I took it. I said, no, I didn't. What makes you think I took the car? Side note, the reason why this whole story is so funny to me is that my sister Jessica, she actually stole our parents' cars before. She actually stole it and parked it terribly. That's how they knew that she stole the car. So when it came time for me to park the car, as y'all heard me say, I parked it at the base, where like right before she woke up early in the morning. I grabbed the car and I pulled it right up to the front and parked it so that she would never guess. So when she goes out to the car, she sees that everything's straight and everything is in order outside the money. She just lets me go and it's like, all right, don't ever do it again, da da da, and that was it. And that's how I got away with stealing my mother's car and going to get some food. Hopefully no one else has a story like that is comparable, but if you do, man, drop it down in the comments, man. Let me know what your experiences are, because stealing your parents' car is, I think it's a rite of passage. I think every kid does something close to it sometime in their lifetime. This is just my story. One of the few stories I actually stole my parents' car and got away with it. Another time I stole was for something else, but that's neither here nor there. That's the episode for another time. Anywho, I'm JC, man. Hope y'all like the story time, and I'll catch you on the next side. Peace out for real, son.